we always called each other Goodfellas. Like you'd say to somebody, "You're gonna like this guy, he's all right. He's a good fella, he's one of us."
When you put a list together like our top 100 movies, it's very clear that you kind of have to pick the best of the genres, and we're talking about one of those right now. Coming in at number 19 is Goodfellas. This is from acclaimed film director Martin Scorsese and a cast of thousands, not the least of which is Robert De Niro.
I don't know about a cast of thousands. And acclaimed, I think, might not be a strong enough word to describe Martin Scorsese or his body of work. I mean, he had already made so many terrific movies before this. And then he makes this movie, which is just transcendent and so utterly watchable. I mean, you can't start watching this thing and stop.
At 13, I was making more money than most of the grown-ups in the neighborhood. I mean, I had more money than I could spend. I had it all.
The first two-thirds of this movie are absolutely impeccably perfect, to the point where we've had other movies on the list reference Goodfellas. In fact, Swingers references that long Steadicam shot. They talk about it. They try to recreate it in the movie. But nothing stands taller than Goodfellas and Ray Liotta and Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. All of these guys come together in a very beautiful way.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
I mean, he could have just said, "That's it for me, I'm done. I'm retiring here."
A lesser director would have.
Yeah,
for sure.
and this would have been fine. We would have been, okay, well, it's still one of the best movies we've ever seen in our life.
He keeps making more movies.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other fantastic work that he's provided for us. But this is seminal, incredible, important. It's a director's workshop in a
so
box.
Full of life.
Yes.
All right? Yeah? All right. Yeah?
Honestly, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a film that's packed with more life per second than this movie. In fact, let's take a look back at our reviews of Goodfellas.
Hey, we're here talking today about the 20th anniversary Blu-ray release of Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas, the 1990 classic gangster film, rated one of AFI's top 100 movies of all time. What do you think of Goodfellas?
I watched this film yet again. I've seen it 487 times, and this is my favorite movie ever. It has it all. Martin Scorsese broke incredible ground with the cinematography. It looks beautiful. The script is incredible. There's really nothing I can say that's bad about this film, and the Blu-ray doesn't disappoint in its special features. I love this movie. I love it. I can't even say enough good things about it.
What's not to love? It's one of the greatest films of all time, presented in the best way it has ever been presented for someone to go out and buy it. I mean, I've seen this movie dozens of times, but never have I seen it in high definition. I never saw it in the theater when it was released. So this is the first time I've gotten to see it on a bigger screen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful picture. And it really is one of the finest films of all time. You know, Martin Scorsese is a noted film historian, a preserver of films. The movie's riddled with references to classic gangster film and classic film of all kinds.
The beautiful thing about the special features is you watch this Public Enemy, which is a documentary about just the history of gangster film in general, and you start to learn about all of these different references, and really adds a layer of significance and something great to the film and watching the film.
Yeah, and not only does he borrow from old movies, he invented in this movie so many things that later films have borrowed. I mean, we have the most iconic shots of all time, that long tracking shot, the Steadicam shot through the back entrance of the Copacabana. And it's also got that classic scene with Joe Pesci. Do I make you laugh?
What am I, a clown?
Yeah.
Tell me what's funny.
If you have not seen this movie, you owe it to yourself to see it, and this is the best way to see it.
Oh man, that was awesome. I want to go home and watch that movie right now.
This is another one of those movies that feels like it's sort of out of place. It should be higher on our list, huh?
I agree, my friend. But Goodfellas and Martin Scorsese, number 19 on our list of the 100 greatest films of all time. All other movies, you can go get your Shine Box.